We also need to create levels or horizontal datums in the foundation or the substructure. We will go back to our project browser and locate our elevations. We will select our north elevation by double clicking. The first level we will create for our substructure of the building will locate the bottom of the foundation wall. This is where the bottom of our foundation wall will start at the top of the footing. To create our level for the top of footing, we will need to select our Architecture tab. In the ribbon for the Architecture tab, we will find the Datum section of the ribbon. In the Datum section, we will activate the Levels command. We will bring our cursor into our drawing area below the grade level. We'll bring it below the grade level. Do one left mouse button click. Drag the mouse to the right. Line it up with the bubbles for the grade level and do a left mouse button click again. We will rename this level to say TOF. The acronym TOF stands for Top of Footing, and press enter. Would you like to rename corresponding views? We will select yes. After creating the appropriate levels or horizontal datums, you will need to make sure that you put the appropriate distances between the levels. For the distance between the finished floor 1 and the top of footing, we will need to add the thickness of the subfloor, which is 3/4 of an inch, plus the width of the floor joist, which is a 2x8 floor joist. So the actual width of a 2x8 floor joist is 7 1/4 of an inch, plus the distance between the bottom of the joist and the basement floor is 7 feet 7 inches, plus the thickness of the concrete floor is, we're going to use 4 inches for this. So this will take us to the top of the footing because the floor rests on the top of the footing. So this is the formula that will be used in order to determine the distance between the finished floor 1 and the top of footing. So to put the appropriate distance between the top of footing and the finished floor 1, we will go inside the drawing area and click on the top of footing level. You will need to make sure that when you select the top of footing level, there should be a temporary dimension that will appear. You will make sure by clicking and holding on the witness line or the bubble, you will take this up to the finished floor 1 and let the mouse button go. So this temporary dimension should go from finished floor 1 down to the top of footing level. I'm going to select the dimension and type in equals 3/4 of an inch plus 7 1/4 of an inch plus 7 feet 7 inches plus 4 inches. These are all the values that will be needed to establish the distance between the finished floor 1 and the top of footing. Press enter, and that will give you the dimension, all those dimensions added up. The next thing I want to do is lock the distance between the top of footing level, and the finished floor 1. Another way you can accomplish this is by going to your Annotate tab and select in the Dimension section of the ribbon, select the Aligned Dimension tool. You take your cursor and click on the top of footing level, and the other end of the dimension will go to the finished floor 1 level. You can place this dimension and lock it. So this is another way that you can lock your distances between your horizontal datums or your levels.